If you haven't used Duochromes, you might change your mind after watching this tutorial. Hi everyone, it's Smitha. Welcome back. Duochromes and multichromes are in trend again. I'm seeing them all over social media. Duochrome eyeshadows can show you two different colors depending on how the light hits the eyeshadow. They look absolutely stunning and they can elevate your eye game with minimal effort, even if you just used it as a single eyeshadow on your lid. And I can't wait to show you how I created this look using the Chameleon Gel eyeshadows by Folklore. So let's begin. Let's start with the brows. I'm using the Precisely My Brow from Benefit in the shade 4.5 to fill in the sparse areas first. Using the spoolie in the back, I'm going to brush my brow hair downwards to fill in the top part of my brows. And then with the Laura Mercier Brow Gel, I'm going to brush my brow hair upwards so it can hold it in place. And then again, using the Precisely My Brow pencil, I'm going to fill in the bottom part of my brows. The Laura Mercier Brow Gel that I used is a clear brow gel, so it doesn't have any tint to it. It's not going to add any additional color to my already thick brows. Using the Milani Concealer in the shade 145, I'm going to clean up underneath my brows and also use it on my lid as a base for the eyeshadow. If you have extremely oily lids, you can also use an eyeshadow primer instead of a concealer. Using the Identify Gel Kohl eyeliner, this is by House Labs, I'm going to extend my lower lash line in the outer corner, pulling out a wing, and I'm going to thicken it just a tad bit. And then with a small flat fluffy brush, I'm going to start shading it towards the center of the lid. If you haven't used this eye pencil, it's one of the most pigmented and the creamiest of the eye pencils out there. Especially if you want to use it as an eyeshadow base like I'm using it today, it works so well because it's so easy to blend it out. I'm going to buff it out all the way up to my socket, and I'm also going to push it outward and upward so it looks like a big wing that's going upward. That'll give the illusion of an elongated eye. And then with the residue that's left on the brush, I'm going to shade the inner third of my lid so it gives that nice ombre, the lighter shades in the inner part of my lid. And as it moves outward and upward, it becomes darker. So not only are we using duochromes today, we are also using a dimensional base to add to the duochromes. So it gives a really nice effect. I'm also using the eye pencil in my lower waterline as well as lash line, and then I'm going to shade it out to get that smoky effect in my lower lash line as well. To further soften the edges, I'm going to be using the Every Night eyeshadow palette. This is by Mented Cosmetics. I'm going to dip into Harlem with a blending brush. I'm going to soften up the edges on my lid and in the crease. So I'm using it like a transition eyeshadow to soften up everything. Now, what if I skip this step and use a duochrome directly on my lid? You can most definitely do that, but keep in mind that your edges will not look soft. I'm also going to be smoking this out in my lower lash line. And to intensify the outer corner, I'm going to be using Brooklyn, which is a black eyeshadow. And if you observe, we already had a black base. But if you go over a black eyeshadow on top of it, it looks so much more intense. Now for the duochrome eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the shade Little Mermaid, which is a combination of gold and green. It's a foiled eyeshadow, so I'm going to be using it to cut my crease with a flat shader brush. The brush that I'm using is from ColourPop. You can see how beautiful that is. Again, the camera doesn't do justice to how stunning it is in real life. One thing though, you have to work with these eyeshadows really quick, especially gels and liquid eyeshadows. Otherwise, they dry up very quickly. So I'm working really quick to keep the cut crease nice and clean. And in the outer edge where it blends out with the other eyeshadows, I want to make sure that is also really soft and nice. Now, if the gel eyeshadow dries up and you're unable to blend, all you have to do is take a little bit more of the gel eyeshadow and layer it on top and blend that out. I'm going to very light-handedly dip into the brown eyeshadow again, and I'm going to use it between the foiled eyeshadow and the outer corner, so this is smooth transition. And you can see how stunning that looks. Now I'm going to finish up the look. I'm using the Folklore eyeliner to pull out a small wing and line my top lash line. And then using the shade Miami, I'm going to highlight the inner corner as well as brow bones. I'm going to curl my lashes and finish up with a coat of mascara. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution 5D Lash Pow. This is a new one and it's got an interesting top. You press it in and pull out the wand. So something I haven't seen before. This has a thick wand, so it's really good for the upper lashes, but not necessarily for the lower lashes because it's very easy to smudge with thicker wands. So I'm going to be using the Lift and Define 5D Lash, again from Makeup Revolution. It has a thinner wand, so it's very easy to use it in the lower lashes, especially in hard to reach areas and corners. You can call it done if you just prefer mascara, but today I just feel extra glam, so I'm going to be using the Tati Lashes in Rich AF. And here's the completed look. I cannot even explain how it looks in real life. It looks absolutely stunning. And again, you can just use it as a single eyeshadow. You can just use the Duochrome on your lid and blend it out quickly to get those soft edges. You don't have to use a powder eyeshadow or anything like that. Just by itself as a single eyeshadow, also it looks absolutely stunning. I decided to pair this with a soft lip because I want the focus to be on the eyes. So I'm going to be using the Jane Iredale Beyond Matte Lip Fixation Lip Stain in the shade Blissed Out. And then I'm going to top it off with this gorgeous lip gloss by Bare Minerals in Sincerity. And here's the completed look. Please thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and let me know if you learned something new with this video. I'd love to know because with every video I try to teach something new or add value. I want to know what is it that you learned. So comment below and let me know. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I post several times a week. And do check out the description box. I've listed all the products that I've used in this tutorial along with links to my social media in case you plan to follow me there. I love you guys so much and I will see you soon with a brand new one. Bye guys.